Sir, you have muted yourself.
Sorry. Problems on normal form. They will ask questions like this in the examination. Consider the universal relation R. They'll give the relation like A, B, C, D, E, F, and the set of functional dependency. They will give one functional dependency. Then, after giving the functional dependency, they will just tell us to check whether this given functional dependency is satisfying second normal form, either third normal form, or BCNF. Okay, this is how they will ask the question. Either they ask decompose, or the question maybe they ask like consider the universal relation schema R and the set of functional dependency. They will go on functional dependency, and they'll ask like the given functional dependency satisfies which highest normal form, right? Which highest normal form, whether that given functional dependency satisfies. So we have to check second, third, BCNF. If it is satisfies BCNF, then we can say that the highest satisfying by this highest normal form satisfying by the given relation is BCNF or 3NF or 2NF, right? But they will never ask like whether this functional dependency is satisfying or first normal form, because the first normal form is always valid in the given functional dependency. So they will ask us to find out second normal form, third normal form, and the BCNF. Okay, so second normal form, how to find second normal form? As I said, before finding out any normal forms or anything on the given table, first we should know how to find out the candidate key. Once we find out the candidate key, with the help of that candidate key, we can find out whether the table is violating second normal form or it is satisfying second normal form or not. Okay, first we'll check the second normal form, then we're going to see second, third normal form, and the BCNF last, right? So this is a given relation R, A, B, C, D, E, F, then the functional dependency A determines B, B determines C, then C determines D, and D determines D. This is the functional dependency they have given. Now we have to check this functional dependency satisfying either second, 3, or BCNF. Okay. So to check second normal form, what is the basic condition we have to see there in the given functional dependency? It should be in first normal form. Yes, the given functional dependency is always satisfying first normal form, so no need of checking. Second is what? No partial dependency should be there in the given functional dependency. It should be if this functional dependency is satisfying all full functional dependency, then this table doesn't violating second normal form. We can easily write that this table is a second normal form. It is in second normal form. It is not violating second normal form. Okay, these two conditions we have to check. Before checking, we have to find out the attribute closure, because to find out super key or to find out candidate key, I need super key, right? So attribute closure, I will take all values here A, B, C, D, E, F. I will find out the attribute closure of all the given relation, right? Attributes A, B, C, D, E, F. Obviously, I will get all the attribute values with the help of reflexive property, right? Then we can say that this is a super key. Then second super key is just how to find out the super key. We don't need here non-super, which is super key, which is not a super key. Just I need one or two attribute closure which is acting as super key. That will going to help us to find out the candidate key. I need those things, right? So in earlier functional dependency, we are trying to find out some super key and some of it's not a super key. But for this problem, no need of checking those non-super keys and all. Just we will try with two super keys, and with the help of the super keys, we are going to find the candidate key. Okay, I will explain one shortcut over here how to find out the super key, right? So here A, B, C, D, E, F. This is the first closure. You just take whatever the functional dependency they are given, right? All attribute to try to find out the attribute closure of all these attributes. So obviously we'll get with help of reflexive property, we'll get this value. All values will get, so it is a super key. Next, we just see the functional dependency. With the help of A, I can find out B. So here I can discard the B because I don't need. With the help of A, I can find out B. Then why I need this B? Correct? So I can discard the given dependency here. With the help of A, I can determine B. So I don't want B here. I will remove this B. Okay. With the help of B, I can determine C. means with the help of A I can determine B, means with the help of A I can determine C also due to transitive property, right? With the help of A I can determine B, so I don't need B, I will remove this B, right? So I can find out A determines B with the help with the A only. With the A, I can find out the B because in this I don't need B. I want to discard this B, right? So next, B determines C, right? So C is there. With the help of B, I want to determine C. Then I can determine B with the help of A. Means I can also determine A with the help of, sorry, I can determine C with the help of A because of transitive dependency. So I don't need this B also. So B and C both I am going to discard. Next, with the help of C, I can determine D, means with the help of A, I can determine D also. Same transitive dependency. So I'm going to discard this D also. B, C, D, I can determine all these three values with the help of A, with the help of with the transitive dependency. Correct? So I don't need this D, C, B. These are all like what? Extra dependency. These are all extra dependency or extra attribute in the dependency. So I am removing all those things. Now B, C, D, these three I have removed from the given table. Then with the help of D I can determine E. So if A can determine D, means A can also determine E. So I am going to determine, I am going to remove this E also. Then F is there. F is determining any value? No. So A and F. For next attribute closure, we can find out for A and F, not for other attribute. If you try to find out for other attribute, you will not find, you will find the super key only. That's why we're going to find out the last super key, last combination of this value. This AF plus is the last final combination of this attribute closure, right? So AF plus is equal to, try to find out the attribute closure of this one. Again, I will get the all values because the help of A I can find out B, the help of A I can find out C, then C to D, then D to E as per the given functional dependency. Then F I have written here because of reflexive property. A and F it will determine by itself. So A and F I have written, and with the help of the given functional dependency, other attribute I have found it A, B, C, D, E, F. This is super key. So we found AF as the super keys. These two are the super keys. Okay. Then if you try to decompose this one, you can find out A and plus. A and F. Obviously, these two, that is not a super key because you already done here, right? So last from attribute closure, we're trying to find out whether this AF is a super key or not. Sorry, a candidate key or not. Right. So on which we going to find whether that attribute closure is super key, candidate key or not. That attribute closure should be super key. Then on super key, we are trying to find out whether the super key is candidate key or not. Right. To make candidate key, first that attribute should satisfy some super key condition. Then only we can apply some condition, apply some steps over on that super key to find out whether that attribute is acting as a candidate key or not. And all super key are not a candidate key. Okay, I will repeat, all super keys are not a candidate key. We have to perform some steps to find the candidate key. Already you know what is that, right? So now on these two, we're going to find out the attribute, what is candidate key, right? So AF, right? So decompose this into the proper subset of what is the main condition to find out that attribute is a candidate key or not. The proper subset should not satisfy the super key. The proper subset should not be a super key, right? The proper subset of the attribute or attribute closure should not be a super key, right? So you just decompose this one. A plus F plus, that is attribute closure of A I'm trying to find out, and the attribute closure of F we are trying to find out, right? So with the help of reflexive property, A determines itself A. With the help of A, I can determine B. With the help of B, I can determine C, C to D, then D to E. F is not there, correct? So this functional dependency is there. All attributes are there in the given relation except F. I have other attributes. So this is not a super key. To make a super key, whatever the attributes we find, all the attributes should be present in the given relation. Then only we can say that that is a super key. Here F is not there, not present. We didn't got this F in the attribute closure of A plus. That's why this is not a super key, right? Then attribute closure of f, with help of f, I can that is reflexive property. F I can write here, but here in the given functional dependency, f is not determining any of the attribute. So only f. So given candidate key AF is a what? Not giving any of the function, any of the super key. That's why we can make AF is a what? Candidate key. With the help of super key, I have found one candidate key. Now next we got one candidate key. With the help of that one candidate key, we are going to check other candidate keys are present on the given functional dependency. Right? How to find out that one? Prime attributes. Right? So what is the candidate key we got here? A and F. Right? This value A is there at the right hand side in the given functional dependency. We have to check. If it is there, we have to replace that value. We have to replace that right hand side value with the left hand side value in the given candidate key, right? So here A and F, we found it as a candidate key. So we have to check this A. The first attribute A is there at the right hand side. B, C, D, E. No, it is not there, right? Next we are going to check F now. Another attribute F. We have two attributes here, right? So next we have to check F. F is there at the right hand side. B, C, D, E. No, F is also not there. It means that in the given functional dependency, we have only one candidate key, that is AF. No other candidate keys are present in the given relation, right? So A and F, these two are the prime attributes. With the help of these two attributes, we have made it as candidate key. Means these two attributes are participating in the candidate key, formation of candidate key. This is prime attribute. A and F are the only prime attribute in the given relation A, B, C, D, E, F. A and F, these two are the prime attributes. Except A and F, what other attributes are remaining in the relation, that we consider it as a non-prime attribute. Okay, we'll repeat. In the candidate key, whatever the prime attribute are participated to form a candidate key, that prime attributes are there in the relation. Except those attributes which are participating in the candidate key, except other attributes, we say it as a non-prime attributes. In the given example, in this example, A and F, these two attributes are participating in the candidate key, right? A and F. Apart A and F, we have B, C, D, E, these four attributes. So if A and F are prime attributes, means B, C, D, E is the non-prime attribute. So in this table, we have non-prime attributes B, C, D, E. Okay, till here it is common. You are trying to find out for minimal set, right? Whether given functional dependency or not. Till here, you go into your in previous example, you are solving till here. Next, you have to check after finding the candidate key and the prime attribute and non-prime attribute whether this dependency is satisfying second normal form or not. Now, what is the condition? What is the formula to find out the this is second normal form, whether the table is satisfying second normal form or not? It should be a full functional dependency. Nothing but if that table is not satisfying full functional dependency, means it is having a what partial dependency. How to find out the given functional dependency is given the is a partial dependency or not. Okay, the formula is that to find out the partial dependency, it is proper subset of candidate key. This is proper subset of candidate key if it determines non-prime attributes, right? So I have the functional dependency what AF, I have got the candidate key. So in this candidate key, I have attribute value what A is there, right? If this A, right? If this A is the given functional dependency determines any of the value, I will repeat. See, if A is there, this A are participating in the candidate key. This attribute A is participating in the candidate key. So A and F, these two attributes are the part of the candidate key. So we have to check whether these two attributes are participating in the given functional dependency. So A determines, here A is determining B, yes, right? A determines B, A determines B. So whether this B is there in the non-prime attribute, we have to check here. Yeah, B is there, correct? Here in the given functional dependency, A determines B. this A attribute are involved in the candidate key, right? So if A is determining B, A determines B, this B is there in the non-prime attribute. We have to check here in non-prime attribute. If B is there, then this table is violating second normal form, because A determines B is a partial dependency. It is not a full functional dependency. Okay, is A determines B is the partial dependency. It is not a full functional dependency. Then we have one more attribute F. You have to check whether F is determining any of the attribute in the given functional dependency. See, A determines B, B determines C, C to D, D to E. F is not there. So this F is not participating in the given in the functional dependency. So only one attribute A determines B. This is a violating second normal form because it is a partial dependency. It is not a full functional dependency. Right? So what is partial dependency in this table? A determines B. So we can easily say that the given functional dependency is not in second normal form. Okay, how to find second normal form? We have a formula, proper subset of candidate key. Means proper subset means we're going to find out, we want to decompose this, right? We're going to find out the attribute closure of each attribute in the candidate key A and F plus, right? A, if this attribute are involved in the given functional dependency to determine any of the attribute, right? If this A is involved in the functional dependency to determine any of the attribute, okay, here in the given functional dependency, A is determining B, right? So A determines B. This B is, we want the value, right? This B is there in the prime attribute or in the non-prime attribute. It is there in the prime attribute. Means the proper subset of candidate key, one of the proper subset of this candidate key determining non-prime attribute. Means this partial dependency condition is satisfying. Proper subset of CK, that is candidate key is what? A. It is determining non-prime attribute B. B is the non-prime attribute. So the given functional dependency A determines B is violating second normal form because it is a partial dependency. Okay, then directly we can say that the given functional dependency is not in second normal form. It is not in the second normal form. Okay, then how to find out the third normal form? This is the given functional dependency, right? To find out the third normal form, A determines B, B determines C, C determines D, and D determines E. So what is the condition to find out the third normal form? First, it should be in second normal form, right? Then left hand side is super key and right hand side is prime attribute. If this table is not in second normal form, then also we are just for the problem's sake we have to find out the third and BCNF because they asked here third and BCNF. So how to find out third normal form? It is in second normal form. No, it is not in second normal form. So this condition is not satisfying, right? So obviously the given functional dependency will not satisfy the third normal form. Okay, we can easily say that if it is not satisfying second normal form, obviously the functional dependency will not satisfy the third normal form. Okay, next, how to find out here whether the given functional dependency is in third normal form or not? Again, we have to check two conditions here in the given functional dependency. Left hand side should be super key, right hand side should be prime attribute. So which is the left hand side here in the given attribute A determines B. This is the left hand side, this is the right hand side value. So check how to find super key. We have to take the attribute closure of that attribute, right? So A plus. So with the help of reflexive, I can find out A. With the help of A, I can find out B. With the help of B, I can find out C, C to D, D to E. So A, B, C, D, E, right? So all these values are there in the given relation, right? It is there? No, right? It is not given. Sorry, A, B, C, D, E, right? Given functional dependency, F is not there. So it is. I mean, left hand side is not satisfying the super key, right? I missed F here. So A, B, C, D, E, comma F. F should be there. Here F we can't find out. We can't determine in the given functional dependency. So left hand side is not determining, means it is not a super key. It is not a super key. Then if the first condition is not satisfying, then we have to check the second condition. Right hand side B. B is a prime attribute or not, right? B is a prime attribute or not. Just check here. In the prime attribute, we have only A and F. B is not there. B is a non-prime attribute. So second condition is also not satisfying. Means B is not a prime attribute. B is not a prime attribute. This A determines B is not satisfying either any of this condition. Either LHS is super key or RHS is prime attribute. Okay, then going to check second one. This is already done, right? If any of the one functional dependency didn't satisfy any of these two, means we can directly say that the given functional dependency is not in third normal form. But for your understanding purpose, I am just solving all the attributes, all the dependency here. B determines C, right? So B, take attribute closure of B plus B, C, D, E. No, here we did find A and F. A and F is not participating in this attribute closure of B plus. Then this is not a super key. This condition is not satisfying. Then second condition, C, right? That is RHS, C. E is not the prime attribute. Only A and F are the prime attributes. So not a prime attribute. This is also violating third normal form. And D and E, this is also violating third normal form. So violating third normal form. We can easily say that the given relation is not in 3NF. That is not in a third normal form. Okay. Then how to find out the BCNF? I have now to find what is the rule to find out BCNF. The table should be in 3NF. The table is not in 2NF. How come it will be in 3NF? It is not in 3NF, then obviously it is not in BCNF. Okay. How to find out the given table is BCNF? Now, if they ask the question like this, they will give the functional dependency, they will give the relation, and they will directly say that whether the given functional dependency or whether the decomposed are into BCNF. To find out BCNF, we have to find 2NF and 3NF. Then only we can say that whether BCNF is satisfying or not on the given table, right? So for that, we have to find out the 2NF and 3NF. After 3NF, we're going to find out the BCNF, right? So if the table is not satisfying 3NF, it will not satisfy the BCNF. Okay, relation R, A, B, C, D, E, F. They give the relation here, right? What is the condition to check on the given functional dependency if that is a BCNF or not? Left-hand side, only one attribute. Left-hand side should be a super key. If left-hand side is not a super key, then the given functional dependency is not in BCNF, stricter form, right? A determines B. So take the attribute closure of A plus A, B, C, D, E. F is not there, it is not a super key. Sorry, it is not a super key. Okay, F is not there, so it is not a super key. Then B determines C, B plus B, C, D, E, not a super key. Then not a super key, not a super key. Either any of one dependency is not satisfying one condition, that is super key. Left hand side should be super key. It is not there. So given relation is not in BCNF. Okay. This is how to find out the problem if they ask the question like this, right?